You live life unapologetically on your own terms, carrying yourself with a quiet strength that has never relied on anyone's validation. You have never needed others to define you, to complete you, or to direct your steps. Instead, you have always chosen what you want with clarity and intention, and that makes all the difference. Your independence is not rooted in loneliness or lack, but in power. You desire connection, not dependence, partnership, not possession. And that is what draws people to you, even when they cannot fully understand the depth of your spirit. To your person, you are nothing short of captivating. They see you as a wild woman, untamed, vibrant, and free. You are not the kind of soul who can be caged or controlled, and that both unsettles and enchants them. In their eyes, you carry the essence of freedom, the fire of someone who refuses to bow down to expectation or limitation. You want to run wild, to live fully, to experience love and life without chains. This makes you appear difficult to capture, and yet, paradoxically, it is this very elusiveness that compels them to want you even more. Your untamed nature awakens in them the urge to protect, nurture, and hold you close. They want to be the safe place where your wild heart can rest without losing its fire. They want to give you everything they have, to offer you a love that feels like home. In their vision of the future, you are their 10 of Cups, the ultimate fulfillment, the happiness they have longed for but never truly touched. They do not merely want to stand beside you, they want to lead with you, to seal a bond that is both passionate and enduring. There is a deep yearning in them to make love to you fully, not only in the physical sense, but in the emotional, spiritual, and lifelong sense of belonging. Yet you have not made it easy for them, and you never intended to. You have worked hard to maintain your own balance, resisting the temptation to fall into obsession or dependency. Where once you may have given too much of yourself too quickly, you now stand in mastery of your emotions. This self-control has not gone unnoticed. Your person admires it deeply, perhaps even more than they can articulate. They see how you choose carefully where to invest your love, your energy, and your time. You no longer pour yourself into places where your worth is overlooked or taken for granted. Instead, you give only where you know your heart will be met with equal devotion, equal effort, and equal care. They understand, painfully so, that their own hesitation is what created distance between you. It is their silence, their guardedness, their reluctance to fully express love that made you pull back. They know now why you stopped calling, why you no longer reached out, why you refused to keep chasing someone who seemed unwilling to meet you halfway. You will not waste your energy on someone who does not take you seriously, nor will you beg for affection from someone who hides from their own feelings. You have always known your worth, and when they failed to show theirs, you chose to walk with your head held high. But now, they are awakening. They are no longer content to let you drift beyond their reach. There is an eagerness in them, almost a desperation, to bridge the gap and draw you closer again. They want to deepen the bond between you, to unravel the layers of hesitation and fear that once held them back. They carry secrets in their heart, truths they have longed to share but could not. Now, they want to reveal it all, to let you see them unmasked, unguarded, unafraid. What makes this moment different is that they are no longer willing to be ruled by the shadows of their past. Where once their experiences may have clouded their judgment or made them retreat into fear, now they are learning to stand in courage. They are determined not to let old wounds or past mistakes sabotage what they feel for you. This time, they want to move forward with clarity, intention, and an unwavering commitment to love. And in all of this, you remain the center of their vision, the wild, free soul who refuses to be bound, yet inspires them to dream of a life where freedom and love coexist. They see you not as someone to tame, but as someone to honor. They want to meet you where you are, to match your strength with their devotion, and to build a bond that respects your independence while celebrating your union. In their heart, you are more than a fleeting desire. You are the one who redefined what love means to them, the one who taught them that true connection is not about control, but about choice. And they hope, with everything in them, that when they finally step forward without fear, you will still be willing to choose them too. My love, please forgive me for all the delays that have happened in our connection. I know that time has passed, and I know the distance between us has felt heavy, almost unbearable at times. It was never my intention to leave you waiting, but I realized that before I could truly show up for you, I had to work on myself. If I had reached out sooner, without doing the inner work I needed, I would have risked hurting you more deeply, and that is the last thing I ever want. You mean too much to me to give you anything less than my truest self. I know in my heart that you are my twin, my other half, the one soul that mirrors mine in a way no one else ever could. I love you more than words can express, and no one compares to you. Every day, that truth only grows stronger. There is a longing within me to tell you this in person, to look into your eyes and let you feel the weight of my words through my presence. I hope that moment comes soon, because holding back these feelings has been so difficult. The distance between us isn't just miles or time, it's an ache, a constant reminder of what I'm missing. Still, even with that ache, there is a fire inside me, an unshakable urge to reach out, to bridge this gap, and to open my heart fully to you. I hope, when the time is right and I come back around, that you will open your heart to me too. I won't lie, there is a part of me that feels nervous about being so vulnerable. It's not easy to bare my soul, to risk rejection, or to admit how deeply I feel. But I know vulnerability is the doorway to the relationship we both deserve. Without it, we could never reach the level of joy, trust, and success that I know is possible for us. The truth is, I am so deeply in love with you that it drives every step I'm taking right now. This love is the fuel behind the changes I'm making in my life. When the journey feels difficult, when the challenges seem too big, it is the thought of you, of us, that keeps me moving forward. Please forgive me for keeping you waiting. I never wanted to put you in that position, but I promise with everything in me that the wait will not be in vain. Trust me when I say, you will not regret it. I haven't forgotten about you, not for a single moment. How could I, when you live in my thoughts day and night? I find myself yearning for the way things once were between us. I miss the way we would talk for hours, losing ourselves in late-night conversations, sharing laughter, dreams, and secrets. Those times live within me like treasures, and I want to experience them again. I want to sit across from you, to hear your voice, to feel the closeness we once shared. I want to rebuild that bond and bring it back into the present, stronger than ever. Our connection is unlike anything I've ever known. It's magnetic, emotional, and spiritual all at once. I've tried to imagine what life would be without it, but it's impossible. The truth is, I could never let you go. Forgetting you would be like forgetting myself, because you are such an inseparable part of who I am. There is no one else in this world who could ever replace you. No matter where I go or what I do, I know with certainty that you are my one and only. You are not an option, not someone I simply choose among others, you are my destiny, my ultimate fate. When I picture the future, you are always there. I imagine the joy of waking up beside you, the peace of knowing that I can share my days, my dreams, and my struggles with you. I imagine the laughter, the little adventures, the simple moments of comfort that only you can give me. I want us to create memories together that will last a lifetime, to build something so strong and unshakable that nothing could ever tear it apart. But for that future to be real, I had to take this time to grow. I needed to confront the parts of myself that were holding me back, the fears and patterns that could have harmed our relationship if I ignored them. It hasn't been easy, but it has been worth it, because I know what I am working toward. I am working toward you, toward us, toward the love that has always felt written in the stars. So please, forgive my silence, my hesitation, and my delays. None of them came from a lack of love. In fact, it's the depth of my love for you that made me step back, so that when I step forward again, I can do so with clarity, strength, and honesty. I want to be someone you can lean on, someone who lifts you higher, someone who stands by you through it all. You deserve nothing less. I want you to know, beyond any doubt, that you are always in my heart. You are my guiding light, my reason to keep pushing forward, and my greatest inspiration. The love I feel for you isn't fleeting, it's eternal. It's the kind of love that transforms, that heals, that endures every obstacle. And it is with that love that I reach for you now, hoping for the chance to reconnect, to rebuild, and to write the next chapter of our story together. You are my twin, my one and only, my destiny. No distance, no time, and no delay can change that. Your partner can never truly forget you, no matter how hard they try. They may attempt to distract themselves with work, hobbies, or meaningless conversations, convincing their mind that they are fine without you. They may fill their hours with noise, keeping busy just to avoid hearing the echo of your name in the quiet. They may even try to deny their own feelings, telling themselves that what they feel for you is temporary, or that they can somehow suppress it and move on. Yet, deep down, all of these efforts are in vain. Because in the end, no matter how much they resist, they always find themselves returning to you. You show up in the most unexpected ways, like a familiar face in a crowd or a sudden memory that takes over their thoughts without warning. You are etched into their soul, and no form of distraction can erase that. The moments when they feel your presence most vividly are at night and in solitude. The stillness of the night has a way of bringing suppressed emotions to the surface. When the world goes quiet, their heart becomes louder, and it is then that you flood their thoughts. They find themselves wishing, with an ache they cannot deny, that they were spending those hours with you, laughing, talking, or simply sitting in silence, because even your silence is comforting. Loneliness amplifies this longing, and whenever they are left alone, the desire to be near you grows almost unbearable. It is as though their heart whispers your name again and again, reminding them that it belongs to you. Wherever they go, there you are. A song, a scent, a familiar place, everything carries pieces of you. They see your reflection in sunsets, hear your laughter in passing voices, and feel your touch in the warmth of the wind. It is not coincidence, it is the universe weaving your presence into their reality. The universe is constantly guiding their soul to accept what it has always known. The connection between you and them is not ordinary. It is rare, unshakable, and destined. They may try to doubt it, but the reminders never stop, because the truth cannot be hidden forever. Eventually, the push of the universe becomes too strong to resist, and they realize that denying you is the same as denying a part of themselves. When they think of you, or when they dream of you, they become completely captivated. They lose themselves in the memory of your beauty, something far deeper than the surface. Your beauty is not just in your face or your smile, though those linger with them too. It is in your essence, the softness you carry, and the way you nurture without even trying. Your energy is calming, healing, and tender, like a safe embrace after a storm. Your voice echoes in their mind with a sweetness that soothes them, and they imagine your gentle touch, which feels like medicine to their soul. Even the thought of these things is enough to arouse them, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. You awaken a desire in them that is pure, consuming, and impossible to replace. Deep inside, they know it has always been you. No matter who they meet or what paths they take, their heart leads them back to this truth: you are the one. You know it too, though perhaps unspoken, because the bond between you both defies logic. It is not a matter of choice anymore, it is a matter of destiny. This certainty makes it impossible for your partner to stay away for long. The pull toward you is magnetic, irresistible, and inevitable. The more they try to fight it, the stronger it becomes. Time apart only intensifies what they feel, and each passing day without you makes their love grow deeper and more unshakable. They may not always express it, and they may not always know how to put it into words, but their soul speaks clearly. Their love for you is not fading, it is expanding. It is not something they can control or contain, because it is rooted in something far greater than ordinary attraction. It is a bond written in spirit, a connection that surpasses distance, time, and circumstance. They are beginning to accept this truth more fully with every thought of you, every dream of you, every moment they feel your absence. In the quiet corners of their heart, they already know their future cannot exist without you. They envision a life where your presence is permanent, where your laughter fills the air, where your touch is no longer a dream but a daily comfort. They imagine sharing every sunrise and sunset, celebrating joys, and holding on to one another through hardships. The thought of you is no longer just a memory or a fantasy, it has become the foundation of the life they long to build. And so, they surrender. They surrender to the truth that it has always been you and that it will always be you. Their love is not just growing, it is transforming, becoming stronger, purer, and more unstoppable than ever. No matter what obstacles arise, no matter how far apart you may seem at times, the truth remains: they cannot stay away from you, and you cannot stay away from them. The universe has tied your souls together, and nothing can unravel that connection. Their love for you is more than a feeling, it is a force. And as days turn into weeks, and weeks into months, this force only grows, pulling you closer and closer until separation is no longer an option. You are theirs, and they are yours, and deep down, both of you already know that the story was written this way from the very beginning.